Hello every student, welcome to your own YouTube channel. So we are going to discuss a whole new topic today. The topic is lines and angles. So before coming to lines and angles, let's start from the very basic. And what is a point? What is a point? So a point is a location on a plane. Like this board is a plane, and if I draw a point and name it as A, so it's a particular location. So when you are representing a location by a dot, it is called a point, and you give a name to it so that it can be identified by that name. Then what is line? What is line? A line is a collection of points. A line is a collection of points, and we can draw a line by making many points and connecting them together. Many points, collinear points, that is, they are existing in a straight line. So a line drawn with two arrows means that neither it has a fixed starting point nor it has a fixed end point. It can be of any length, it can be increased, it can be decreased accordingly. So it is drawn with a straight line having two arrows at the two ends. Then what is a plane? See, a plane is a two-dimensional figure. A two-dimensional figure. By two-dimension means what? It must be having x-axis and y-axis, or it must be having length as well as breadth. The two dimensions. So these two dimensions, two things are making up that plane. Like for example, you can take, it is although imaginary object, we cannot see it in our real life, because everything which we make has some third dimension, that is thickness also. But for in second, you can assume that the paper of your copy or paper of your book is a kind of plane. It's a structure of plane. So it is having length, it is having breadth. There is thickness, but that thickness is negligible. So we can neglect it. We can not consider that, because it is not very much in comparison to length and breadth. So that can be considered as a plane, right? So that is the definition of a plane. Then what is a line segment? What is a line segment? So when you are defining your line, and while defining the line, there is a fixed starting point and there is a fixed end point. There is a fixed starting point and there is a fixed end point, then that line becomes a line segment. It's called a line segment. Then what is a ray? Ray is a line having a fixed starting point but no end point. Although we mark a point B, but this can be extended further. So that kind of line is called as a ray. AB is a ray. Then what is collinear points? Collinear points. So when 3 or more than 3 points, when 3 or more than 3 points are lying on a straight line, then the points are said to be collinear. When the points are lying on a straight line, that is, if we are connecting the points, we are getting a straight line. So those points are called as collinear points. And if they are not on the same line, that is, AB is on another line, BC is another line, or if you are drawing, you are not getting a straight line, that means the points are non-collinear. The points are non-collinear. Then concurrent lines. So 3 or more than 3 lines, if they have, for example, there is a line, there is another line intersecting this line at point O, there is another line intersecting the lines at the same point O. So if the point of intersection is same, that is common between the 3 lines, then the lines can be said to be concurrent lines. The lines can be said to be concurrent lines. So these are some basic things which we must know. So till now we have talked about point, we have talked about lines. Now come to angle. If we draw a ray, for example OA, and we draw another ray from the same starting point, and that ray is named as OB, so the distance between the two, this position is called as the angle, the inclination of the two, not the distance. The inclination of one line over the another is called the angle. Now angle can be of different types. If it is of 0 degree, then you will see that there is a line and another ray will also be over the same, so you will get a diagram like this. Then if the angle is between, for example, if we are using for symbol for angle theta, it is called theta and drawn like this. So if the angle is less than 90 degree, theta is just like when in algebra you do not know the value, you suppose it to be x, y, z. So theta is just like that. You do not know the value of angle, it can be any value, so it is x, y, z, so it is theta. So when the angle is greater than 0 degree and lesser than 90 degree, then the angle is called as acute angle. Angle is called as acute angle. When the theta is equals to 90 degree, that is the angle is equals to 90 degree, it is called as right angle. Right angle. When the theta is greater than 90 degree but lesser than 180 degree, it is called as obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. And when the angle is greater than 180 degree but lesser than 360 degree, it is called as reflex angle. Reflex angle. and when the angle becomes equal to 360 degree, that is the maximum value that an angle can hold at a point, so it is called as complete angle. It is called as complete angle. So these are different types of angles on the behalf of their values. Then the next is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Like for example, there is a line AB and there is another line intersecting the previous one named as CD, and the intersection point is named as O. So this angle will be named as angle AOC. Now how we name an angle is that we begin from a starting point from where the angle is formed. So we can start from A, reach up to O and then move to C, because angle is formed here. Angle is formed here. So for getting this angle, you can start from A, reach up to O and then reach to C. So you will get the angle. So the angle name should be in between the two names. Now the same angle you can write like angle COA also. Angle COA also. Both will be having the same meaning, the same angle. Because I started from A, you can start from C also. So you can do that. So angle AOC and this angle, that is angle COB, angle COB. Now these two angles are lying one next to the other. These two angles are lying one next to the other. So they are called as adjacent angles. They are called as adjacent angles. So adjacent angles means, adjacent means side by side. So these angles are lying side by side. Then understand one more point here. One is called linear pair. Linear pair. When we call linear pair, when there is a straight line, like here, fortunately we are having a straight line, and on the same straight line, a ray is dividing the straight line, the straight angle. When theta angle is equals to 180 degree, it is called straight angle. I think we missed that. Straight angle. So when the straight angle is being divided into two parts, it is getting divided into two parts. So the two angles which are dividing them, that is angle AOC and angle COB. These are the two angles which are formed after the division of the straight angle. So their sum will be equal to how much? 180 degree, because it's forming a straight angle. So that is called as linear pair. Those angles are called as linear pair. Linear means straight, pair means two angles. Pair means a group of two. So that is what a linear pair means. Then the next is complementary angles. Complementary angles. So whenever the sum of two angles, for example angle X is one of the angle and the other angle is angle Y, so when their sum is equals to 90 degree, when their sum is equals to 90 degree, they are said to be complementary angles. They are said to be complementary angles. And in this case, Y will be called as complement of X and X will be called as complement of Y. X will be called as complement of Y. For example, 40 degree and 50 degree, their sum is 90 degree. So they are complementary angles. They are complementary angles. And 50 degree is complement of 40 degree. In the same way 40 degree is complement of 50 degree. So they are called like that. The next is supplementary angle. Supplementary angles. So when the sum of angles is equals to 180 degree, they are said to be supplementary angles. Angle X plus angle Y is equals to 180 degree, then they will be called as supplementary angles. Now angle X will be supplement of Y and angle Y will be supplement of angle X. They will be called as supplement. For example, there is 20 degree and 160 degree, so they will be called as supplementary angles because their sum is equals to how much? 180 degree. Next is equal angles. Equal angles. So when the two angles are equal in value, for example it is also 30 degree and it is 30 degree, so the two angles will be called as equal. For example, this is angle X and this is angle Y. So angle X is equals to angle Y. When the value will be same, they will be called as equal angles. The next is if there are two lines AB and CD intersecting at point O. So what happens is that whenever we draw such lines, we measure and we have found that angle AOC, this angle, was always found equal to this angle. That is, angle AOC is equals to angle DOB. Angle DOB. And the reason given is vertically opposite angle. Vertically means top down, vertically opposite. One is at this end, the other one is opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. In the same way you can say angle AOD is vertically opposite to angle COB. So these two are also going to be equal. Angle AOD is equals to angle COB. vertically opposite angle. By vertically opposite angle, these two angles are also equal. Then bisector of an angle. See what a bisector is. If there is an angle of, suppose we draw the angle of 60 degree, and then we draw the bisector. Bisector you will learn in construction part, that how we draw the bisector. So bisector is a line passing through the center of this angle, dividing the angle into two equal parts. Dividing the angle into two equal parts. Like this will be 30 degree, so this will also be 30 degree. So 60 degree got divided into 30 degree and 30 degree. So this line, let's name them OA, OB and OC. So OC is bisector of angle AOB. OC is bisector of angle AOB. A line dividing the angle into two equal parts. So let's come to the exercises. Exercise 14. Exercise 14, question number 1. Question number 1. It is saying check whether the angles are adjacent and form a linear pair or not adjacent. So the figure is given. The figure is drawn like this. There is a line. There is another line intersecting the one, and there is a ray. Angles are named as, the intersection point is given the name O. Here point A is marked, point B, and the angles are named as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right. Now it is saying check whether the angles are adjacent or what. So in the first part it is angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2. So by the things which we have learned, angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent or not? They are lying next to each other, so they will be called as adjacent, and their sum is equals to how much? 180 degree, because they are forming on a straight line. So on a straight line the sum of the complete two angles is equals to 180 degree. So they are forming a linear pair also. So they are adjacent as well as they are linear pair. Adjacents can be linear pair. There is condition where adjacent can be linear pair, like in this condition. But not always. Not always. But if they are linear pair, they will be always adjacent. A linear pair is always adjacent. Second, angle 3 and angle AOB. So angle 3 is this one, angle AOB, this angle, right? So angle 3 and angle AOB, these two angles are neither adjacent nor linear pair. So we will say that they are not adjacent, because option available is that either adjacent or not adjacent. So they are not adjacent because angle 3 is lying inside the angle AOB. Angle AOB is sum of angle 3 and angle 1. Sum of angle 3 and angle 1. Then in the third part, it is saying angle 3 and angle 4. Angle 3 and angle 4. So angle 3 is this one, angle 4 is this one. Both angles are not lying next to each other, so they are not adjacent, nor they are forming linear pair because their sum is not equals to 180 degree. So again what will be said is that they are not adjacent. They are not adjacent. So these are the three parts of the question number 1. Let us see question number 2. Question number 2 is saying that find the complement of like in the first part it is saying 25 degree. So the complement of 25 degree, let us suppose that angle X is equals to 25 degree. So angle Y is complement of angle X, and that will be calculated by subtracting the given angle from 90 degree, because complementary angles are those whose sum is 90 degree. So 90 minus 25, which is going to give you 65 degree. So the complement of 25 degree is 65 degree. In the same way, if we see the third part, it is saying 68 degree 48 minutes. 68 degree 48 minutes. Now see, angles are measured in degrees, we know that, but degree is not the smallest unit in which angle is measured. Degree is not measured in, the smallest unit is not degree. So 1 degree comprises of 60 minutes. 1 degree comprises of 60 minutes, and minute is a smaller unit of degree. Not only the minute is the smallest degree, even smaller units are available than minute. So 1 minute comprises of 60 seconds. 1 minute comprises of 60 seconds. So minute is shown by a dash, single dash, and second is shown by double dash. So this thing we were not aware of because it was not in the chapter, but it is. So 1 degree is equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. These are the smaller units of angles. So we have to find the complement of 68 degree and 48 minutes. So let's suppose angle X is this. Angle Y will be 90 degree minus 60 degree 48 minutes. 60 degree 48 minutes. Now how you can subtract? You can take a carry from 90 degree. So from 90 degree, when 1 degree will be transferred, the 1 degree will be converted into minute, so it will be 60 minutes. So 90 degree will get reduced by 1 degree. So it will become 89 degree. 89 degree. So 89 degree 60 minutes, 90 degree can be written like that, right? Now we have to subtract 60 degree 48 minutes from this. So 60 minus 48 will give you 12. So 12 minutes. 89 minus 60 will give you 29. So 29 degree 12 minutes is going to be the answer. 29 degree and 12 minutes. Let's see the fourth part. The fourth part is saying that 35 degree 40 minutes, this is called minute, and 45 seconds, this is called second. So single dash minute and double dash seconds. Now we have to find the complement. So the complement will be given by subtracting the given angle from 90 degree. So 90 degree minus 35 degree 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Now take 1 degree carry from 90 degree, so it will become 60 minutes. It will become 60 minutes, reducing 90 degree to 89 degree. Now take 1 minute carry, so 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So reducing 60 seconds to 60 minutes to 59 minutes. Now subtract, it will be easier. So 60 minus 45 will give you 15, so 15 seconds. 59 minus 40 will give you 19, so 19 minutes, and 89 minus 35 will give you 54. So 54 degree 19 minutes and 15 seconds. This will be the complement. Question number 3rd is of finding out supplement. So you have to do in the same way which I have done question number 2nd, but instead of subtracting from 90 degree, you have to subtract from 180 degree, because supplementary angle sum is 180 degree. So I am coming to question number 4. Question number 4, in the first part, it is saying two supplementary angles are in the ratio 5:7. Two supplementary angles are in the ratio 5:7. So ratio is not value. So we will say that let the angles be 5x and 7x. We will multiply the value of ratio with a variable so that it becomes a value. So 5x and 7x. Now it is saying that the two angles are supplementary. So according to question 5x plus 7x, their sum should be equal to 180 degree. 5x plus 7x will give you 12x is equals to 180 degree. So x is equals to 180 upon 12. 12 ones are 12, 6 60, 12 fives are 60. So x is equals to 15 degree. X is equals to 15 degree. Now the value of angles will be 5x. So 5x will be 5 into 15, that is 75 degree. And 7x 7x will be 7 into 15, that is 105 degree. 105 degree. So the angles are 75 degree and 105 degree. In the same way you have to do the second part. They are complementary, so their sum will be kept equal to 90 degree. See question number 5. It is saying in the first part, if 4x plus 28 and x minus 8 are supplementary angles, find x. So 4x plus 28 degree, 4x plus 28 degree plus x minus 8 degree are supplementary, so their sum will be 180 degree. So 4x plus x will give you 5x, 28 minus 8 will give you 20. So this is equals to 180. So 5x can be written as 160, 180 minus 20, 160. So x is equals to 160 upon 5. So 5 3s are 15 and 5 2s are 10, 32 degree, the value of x. We have to find the value of x, so the value of x is 32 degree, that will be the answer. It was the first part, then there is second part. In the second part it is saying an angle is 30 degree less than 3 times its complement. An angle is 30 degree less than 3 times its complement. So let the angle be x. Let the angle be x. Its complement will be 90 minus x. 90 minus x. Now according to question, the angle is less. So 90 minus x, the complement, and it's 3 times. Minus the angle is equals to how much? 30 degree. The angle is less than 3 times the complement by 30 degree. So 3 into 90, 270 degree, minus 3 into x, 3x, minus x is equals to 30 degree. So 270 minus 3x minus x will become 270 minus 4x is equals to 30 degree. So minus 4x is equals to 30 minus 270. So minus 4x is equals to minus of 240. Minus with minus got cancelled. X is equals to 240 upon 4, that is 60 degree. So the value of x is 60 degree. So the angle is 60 degree and the complement will be 30 degree. 90 minus 60, that is 30 degree. So 60 degree and 30 degree. Let's see question number 6, which is saying that find the value of x find the value of x. Like for example, in the first part, it is saying a straight angle. There is written straight angle and the angles are 5x and 4x. 5x and 4x. So if it is a straight angle, we can simply write down 5x plus 4x is equals to 180 degree. That is 9x is equals to 180 degree. That is x is equals to 20 degree. So the value of x will be 20 degree. In the third part, at a single point there are 4 angles. One is 3x, the other is 5x, then again 3x, and the other one is 4x. So angles around a point. So sum of angles around a point is equals to 360 degree. So 5x plus 3x plus 3x plus 4x is equals to 360 degree. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15x. 15x is equals to 360 degree. So x is equals to 360 upon 15. 360 upon 15. 15 2s are 30 and 15 4s are 60. So x is equals to 24 degree.